Welcome back to 90 plus 1, welcome to 2018, and welcome to Eden Hazard. 1. Eden Hazard was born on the 7th of January 1991, making him 27 years old next week. Where's my invite to your party, eh? Hey? Is this channel not good enough, mate? I mean, it really isn't, so I don't blame you, to be honest. 2. He's from La Louvière in Belgium. 3. Both his parents were footballers who later became teachers. His dad played in the Belgium 2nd Division. 4. But his mum was much better and she played up front in the Belgian women's team. 5. He has 3 younger brothers, and the whole family are just crazy about the football. They've apparently always lived 3 meters from a training ground. That's probably a wild exaggeration, but you get their point. 6. They apparently had whatever they needed when they were younger, but clearly they didn't fancy paying to use a training pitch as all 3 of them would sneak in through a hole in the fence. Wow, you're hard, mate. Why don't you commit a real crime like tax fraud or, not murder? 7. His brother Forgan briefly joined him at Chelsea in 2012, apparently in a deal to help persuade Eden to move to London. Will I say Eden? Will I say Eden? I will probably say both. 8. But Forgan left on loan straight away and joined Mönchengladbach, formerly in 2015. So that mugged off Eden a bit, really, but what are you going to do? Just like I mugged you off with this fact. 9. Eden started at his hometown club at 4 years old, Royal Stadia Brenois, and he was the youngest player in the team, because he was 4. 10. While at the youth club, his coach said he was so good that there was nothing to teach him. I mean, he just couldn't be asked to teach that day, could he really? 11. In 2005, aged 14, he moved to France to join Lille's youth academy. 12. Well hey, recognise this bloke? He gave little Hazard his senior debut in 2008-09. 13. Puel also famously called him Little Messi, although Hazard is actually 1 inch taller than Messi. 14. He scored his first senior goal in September 2008, coming on as a sub and scoring from outside the box. 15. In 2010, Zidane predicted he would become a major star and said that he would be keen for him to join Real Madrid. Now manager of Real himself, he is consistently linked with Los Blancos. Peculiar. Maybe. 16. Zizou was Hazard's footballing icon growing up, and he admitted himself that this praise was extremely special for him. 17. Hazard finished with 36 league goals for Lille in 4 seasons, and contributed to 34 assists over his tenure in France. 18. In the 2011-12 season, he played his 100th consecutive Ligue 1 match, becoming the player of the longest run in the French top flight. 19. He won the UNFP Player of the Year award for the 2nd time, becoming only the 2nd player to win the award in consecutive seasons. 20. Eden Hazard was the first non-French player to win the Young Player of the Year award in 2008. 21. He was also the youngest player to win the UNFP Ligue 1 Player of the Year award in 2011. 22. In 2012, he helped Lille to Ligue 1 victory and the Coupe de France, nailing a double trophy haul as his first 2 trophies. 23. The following transfer window, he left for Chelsea for around 32 million. Still the only move he has made so far in his whole career. 24. Eden had a little fun with his transfer, claiming he was moving across Europe, but he finalised his move to West London over Twitter. 25. He made his competitive debut for Chelsea against Man City in the Community Shield, losing 3-2 at Villa Park. Oi, had to fit City in here somewhere. Biased! Sack me! 26. In his first 2 Premier League appearances, he won his side 2 penalties. 27. He followed this up by scoring a penalty himself for his first Chelsea goal against Newcastle. 28. He likes to play against Newcastle, having also scored his one and only Premier League hat-trick against them in February 2014. 29. Although his first ever hat-trick came 3 years earlier at the age of 22 for Lille against Nancy. Good French, boys? Yep. Thank you. 30. In his first season at Stamford Bridge, he contributed 9 goals and 13 assists in the league. 31. His most prolific season so far was 2014-15 when he netted 14 times and assisted 10 in the league. 32. These stats earned him the title of the Premier League Player of the Season. 33. It's a feat he's only managed once, but he has won Chelsea Player of the Year 3 times. 34. This helped the Blues to the title, and he was the 2nd highest scoring player, only behind Diego Costa. 35. But he looks like he could beat his record. So far this season, he's averaging a goal every 0.6 games, despite missing the beginning of the season with an injury. 36. So far this campaign, he's made an average of 2.6 key passes every 90 minutes and 2.9 chances created per 90. Is that good? I don't know. Ask Liv, she wrote this one, alright?
Hello and welcome back to EFD.
Back and relax while we're high.
37. So far in the Premier League, he's had a pass completion percent of 84%. That's 3% higher than Messi. 38. Over his time in blue, he's won the Premier League twice, the League Cup, and the Europa League. Wow, the Europa League. You can call yourself the champions of not sort of Europe. Just not the best, just, the best of the worst. Average. 39. He's only won the Premier League Player of the Month award once. 40. He's made 82 appearances for Belgium and has scored 21 goals for his nation. 41. Most of those goals came in qualification for the Russia World Cup, where he hit the net 6 times as he helped Belgium beat Gibraltar 9-0 and 6-0. Contributed a brace in a 4-0 victory over Cyprus, and got his name on the scoreboard in an 8-1 destruction of Estonia. 42. He's featured in Belgium's under-15s, 16s, 17s and 19s, scoring 11 and 39. He made his under-19 debut at the age of 16. 43. Hazard was called up to the Belgian first team all the way back in 2008, at the age of just 17 and 316 days. 44. This meant on his debut, he held the incredible honour of being the 8th youngest debutant for Belgium. Wow, 8th. Way better than first. I've always preferred 8, it looks nicer than a 1. It's round, I like round things. 45. It nearly took an entire calendar year before Hazard played a full 90 for Belgium, and they clearly took too long since in that game he assisted 2 goals in a 3-0 win. 46. Prior to his Belgium debut, the French were trying to woo Hazard into representing France, as he had become eligible for French citizenship. Hazard turned them down. 47. It took him 3 years after his debut to score his first international goal, netting against the titans of international football, Kazakhstan. 48. He's been shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or 4 times. 49. But he's never been in true contention for the Ballon d'Or. His highest finish was 8th in 2015. Once again, nothing wrong with 8th. I like your curves, girl. Work it. 50. But this year he came in 19th on the shortlist, behind players such as Suarez, KDB and Griezmann. Maybe, just maybe, he's not as good as some people think, and maybe it's just his cool as name which makes people think he's near their level. I don't know, alright? Comment below, abusing me about, what I just said. 51. Mind you, EA clearly thought he was when they placed him next to Messi on the cover of FIFA 15. 52. This fact has been replaced by a poll once again. Do you think Hazard should move from Chelsea to fulfill his full potential? Or is it best if he stays at Chelsea? 53. Mourinho clearly knows Eden's potential, with him indicating Hazard is probably the best young player in the world with a chance of reaching Messi and Ronaldo's level. 54. Hazard part-owns North American Soccer League franchise San Diego 1904, along with Demba Ba, Johan Cabaye and Moussa Sow. 55. He's sponsored by Nike and is one of the most marketable footballers in the world. Is it Nike? Is it Nike? How do you pronounce the word bike? Bikey. 56. Over 5 years in the Prem, he has only received 12 yellow cards. 57. He's only got 1 red card in his career for kicking that ball boy in the semi-final of the 2013 Capital One Cup against Swansea. 58. Hazard married his childhood sweetheart, who he met at 14 years old. They were both 14, she wasn't just 14, that's, libellious if I said that. 59. They have 3 boys, called Yanis, Leo, and Sammy. You spelt Sammy wrong, mate. 60. He's a huge NBA fan and follows the New York Knicks. 61. He made a 79-year-old woman cry, with joy, after he heard the huge Belgian fan had sent the team a special good luck message. He sent her a signed shirt and a video message after hearing about her passion for football. 62. He predominantly plays on the left, but can play anywhere in attack and he doesn't have a favourite foot. 63. He signed a new 5.5-year contract with Chelsea in 2015. That season he earned the PFA Player of the Year award. He was also voted Chelsea's Player of the Year for the 2nd time, becoming the 5th player to achieve this feat in consecutive years. 64. His estimated value now is €75 million. 65. He was labelled as one of the 3 rats over Mourinho's exit out of Stamford Bridge, as fans blamed him for starting a dressing room coup against the manager. 66. Mourinho reportedly fell out with Hazard, Fabregas and Costa. Hazard has snubbed him a couple times since. They both avoided a handshake and he praised Conte for improving the squad so quickly. 67. While that breakup can't be confirmed, Hazard's output did suffer a huge drop in the 15-16 season when Mourinho ended up being sacked midway through the campaign. He managed just 4 goals and only 3 assists. 68. He had his best Premier League performance the following year though, scoring 16 goals in the league and was named in the PFA Team of the Year for the 4th time during his 5 years in England. 69. In 2016-17, he was the second most fouled player in the Premier League, having been fouled 85 times, only behind Wilfried Zaha, who was fouled 92 times. 70. His trickery often leads players to just foul him instead, but that doesn't anger him. It surprisingly makes him happy. Bit weird. 71. He's currently the highest paid Chelsea player at $200k a week. 72. Teammate Alvaro Morata has said that Hazard is in the top 3 footballers in the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's good, but that's obviously not true. 73. Hazard says that he mastered keeping uppies by the age of 6. Haha, that's nothing. I mastered goalkeeping by the age of... I f***ed it, boys. I've royally f***ed that. How have I managed that? I've never done that before. I've never smashed my hand in the... That's embarrassing. 74. He named Gervinho as one of the most skilled players he's played with. This man. The most skilled. 75. Trust him with your spot kicks as he has an 87% conversion rate for penalties. 76. He admitted that he doesn't give everything in training. He says he tries to leave all his energy for the games. Good excuse, mate. Like it? 77. He won Goal of the Month in February 2017 for an incredible solo effort against Arsenal, leaving him on his arse. Smashed it, mate. 78. Belgium were playing Turkey in 2010. Hazard started the game but was subbed an hour into it. He went straight into the locker room and minutes later was photographed eating a burger outside the stadium. 79. He's been involved in 3 goals in a game on 15 different occasions. 80. His worst defeat of his career was a 5-0 loss to Spain in 2009. 81. He's had the shirt numbers 36, 26, 19, 17, 10 and 7. 82. His most common companion on the pitch is Gary Cahill. 83. His most common enemy on the pitch is Hugo Lloris. 84. He's been involved in 3 games where his side has scored at least 8 goals. 85. He's currently having his best ever form in the Champions League with 3 goals and 3 assists in just 6 games. 86. Eden's brother Thorgan may have left him, but his other brother, Kylian, has just joined him, signing for Chelsea this summer. 87. He can clearly do it on a wet and windy night in Stoke, the team he has beaten the most times. 88. He can't do it as well in the blue half of Manchester, Marseille and Montpellier, where he's lost 6 times to each of them. 89. He's most prolific at scoring against Nancy and Newcastle.
Nancy.
Netting 6 and getting 2 assists against both. 90. However, he's equalled his goal contributions against those 2 teams when he's played Tottenham and Manchester City. 91. Hazard's quite a unique surname, so have you ever wondered if there's any more Hazards in football? No? Well, there's 2 other Hazards, a Mickey Hazard and a Connor Hazard. And that is it. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, do all that, come on, smashed it. Great, we had fun here today, didn't we? Did we? Probably not. I have no idea. I'm talking to myself.